They say the world is mapped, every corner explored, every secret revealed. But what if that's not true? What if there are places so mysterious, so forbidden, that even mentioning them raises questions no one dares to answer? From hidden military bases buried deep beneath mountains to islands that don't appear on any map, the governments of the world guard their secrets, and these are the ones they really don't want you to see. Some hide power, some hide fear, and others hide the truth itself. So tighten your seatbelts and prepare to travel into the unseen, the top 10 secret locations governments don't want you to see. 10. Area 51, Nevada, United States. Deep in the Nevada desert lies one of the most talked about places in human history, Area 51. For decades, it's been shrouded in secrecy, wrapped in conspiracies, and protected by fences that stretch for miles. Officially, it's an Air Force testing facility. Unofficially, it's the heart of every alien theory you've ever heard. Rumors began in the 1950s when mysterious lights streaked across the desert skies. Locals called them UFOs. The government called them experimental aircraft. But the more they denied, the more suspicious it became. Satellite images show hangars large enough to hide entire fleets of planes, underground entrances, and strange runways that appear to vanish into nothing. To this day, no civilian has ever stepped inside. Those who try to cross the warning signs faced armed guards, the infamous camo dudes, authorized to use deadly force. For years, whistleblowers and ex-workers have claimed that alien technology, reverse-engineered spacecraft, and even extraterrestrial bodies are stored here. Whether that's true or not, one thing is certain. Something is happening inside Area 51 that no one is supposed to know about. And whatever it is, the U.S. government is willing to protect it at all costs. 9. Mezhgorye, Russia's hidden nuclear city. High in the Ural Mountains of Russia lies Mezhgorye, a closed city surrounded by dense forest and secrecy. Officially, it doesn't exist, yet it's home to thousands of residents who live under heavy surveillance, people who never leave, never speak to outsiders, and never appear on public records. Rumor has it that beneath Mezhgorye lies a vast underground complex known as Mount Yamantau, believed to be a nuclear command bunker, the largest of its kind in the world. Satellite images reveal massive construction sites, airstrips, and railways leading straight into the mountain. But when questioned, Russian officials always give vague answers, sometimes calling it a food storage facility, other times a mining site. No one really knows what's inside. Some believe it's a doomsday bunker, a safe haven for Russia's elite in case of nuclear war. Others think it's a hidden vault containing weapons that could change the balance of power on Earth. Whatever Mezhgorye is, one thing is clear. It's the Russian equivalent of Area 51, but far more secretive and far more dangerous. 7. Svalbard Seed Vault, Norway. Buried deep inside a frozen mountain in the Arctic is a door that leads to humanity's last backup plan. It's called the Svalbard Seed Vault, often nicknamed the Doomsday Vault. Located on a remote Norwegian island, this facility holds over 1 million seed samples from nearly every plant species on Earth. Its purpose? To preserve life itself in case of global catastrophe, nuclear war, climate collapse, or even an asteroid impact. The vault is designed to survive earthquakes, floods, and even rising sea levels. It's said to be the safest place on the planet, yet few people ever get to see what's really inside. Access is restricted to a handful of authorized scientists. The rest of the world only sees the outer door, a glowing blue entrance carved into the ice, like something out of a science fiction movie. What's strange, however, is that several governments have made classified deposits,
seeds and genetic materials never publicly listed in the vault's database. What are they saving? Or perhaps, what are they preparing for? 6. Pine Gap, Australia. In the middle of Australia's vast desert stands a facility surrounded by white radomes, giant domes hiding satellite dishes. It's known as Pine Gap, and it's one of the most secretive intelligence bases on the planet. Officially, it's a joint U.S. and Australian defense installation. Unofficially, it's a global surveillance hub, the Southern Hemisphere's equivalent of the NSA. Every signal, every satellite transmission, every phone call bouncing through space may be monitored here. Leaked documents from Edward Snowden confirmed Pine Gap's role in worldwide data collection, tracking missile launches, drones, and even civilians. The base is so secret that even Australian lawmakers are denied access. Local legends say strange lights are often seen hovering above it at night. And some believe Pine Gap is more than just a listening post. They claim it's connected to underground tunnels stretching miles beneath the desert, a global network linking similar bases across continents. Whatever happens inside Pine Gap, one truth stands out. It's a place built not just to see the world, but to control it. The Vatican's Secret Archives, Vatican City. Behind the walls of the Vatican lies one of history's greatest collections and its greatest mysteries. The Vatican Secret Archives hold over 85 kilometers of shelving filled with ancient manuscripts, letters, and forbidden documents, including correspondence with kings, popes, and even accused heretics. But it's not the existence of the archives that's mysterious. It's what's inside. The Church allows access to only a fraction of its records. The rest remains sealed, guarded by centuries of silence. Conspiracy theorists claim the archives hide proof of extraterrestrial contact, lost gospels, and evidence of time manipulation, relics too dangerous for the public to see. Why? What secrets could be so powerful that even the world's largest religion keeps them locked away? The Vatican says it's about protecting history. But perhaps it's about protecting the truth.
Number 5. Dulce Base, New Mexico, United States. High on the New Mexico-Colorado border, near a small town called Dulce, lies one of the strangest rumors in modern conspiracy history. Locals whisper of humming noises deep beneath the ground, of black helicopters flying at night with no lights, of cattle found mutilated with surgical precision. The supposed cause of it all? A place known as Dulce Base, an alleged underground facility set to stretch miles beneath the Archuleta Mesa. Officially, it doesn't exist, but for decades, locals and UFO researchers have claimed otherwise. The story began in the 1970s when an Albuquerque businessman named Paul Benowitz started intersecting strange radio signals. He claimed they weren't from Earth and that the U.S. government was working with extraterrestrials in a hidden underground base. According to his story, humans and aliens shared the facility, scientists on the upper levels, and something far more sinister below. Reports describe 7 underground levels, the top floors for research and security, the bottom ones filled with containment chambers, genetic experiments, and hybrid beings. Benowitz's claims spread fast, and others soon came forward with their own stories. Military personnel who saw something, truck drivers who delivered unmarked cargo to the mountains, and locals who swore they felt the ground rumble at night. Was it just paranoia? Or was there something buried beneath Dulce that the government could never admit existed? Even today, unmarked aircraft occasionally appear on radar, then vanish without trace over the mesa. No official statement, no explanation, only silence. And maybe that's the loudest answer of all. Number 4.
North Sentinel Island, India. In the middle of the Bay of Bengal lies a lush green paradise, untouched by time, hidden by violence. This is North Sentinel Island, home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. From above, it looks peaceful, crystal blue water, dense jungle, white sand. But step foot on its shores and you'll never leave alive. For thousands of years, the Sentinelese have lived in complete isolation, rejecting all contact with the outside world. When explorers first spotted them in the 1800s, they fired arrows to keep strangers away. Even modern attempts by the Indian government to make contact have ended in blood. In 2006, 2 fishermen who accidentally drifted too close were killed instantly. In 2018, a missionary tried to approach the island and was never seen again. What makes this place so secret is that no one truly knows what exists inside. India has banned all travel within 5 kilometers of the island, declaring it a restricted zone. Even the military avoids flying too close. Some anthropologists believe the Sentinelese are descendants of the first humans to leave Africa, living fossils of human history. Others think there's more, that perhaps something deeper keeps them hidden, something they're protecting. Whatever the truth, one thing's certain. North Sentinel Island remains one of the only places on Earth completely untouched by modern civilization, and the Indian government intends to keep it that way. Number 3. Mount Weather, Virginia, United States. Hidden within the rolling hills of Virginia lies a facility few people know exists, yet it could decide the fate of the entire nation. It's called Mount Weather, a top-secret underground government bunker built to ensure the continuity of the U.S. government during national emergencies. The public knows it only from fragments of declassified documents and leaked reports, but what's confirmed is chilling. This vast subterranean city was designed during the Cold War to house high-ranking officials, military personnel, and even the president in case of nuclear attack. Behind its heavily guarded fences lies a self-sustaining underground complex with housing, power plants, communication systems, and everything needed to keep the government running while the rest of the world burns. Eyewitnesses who've worked there describe long tunnels stretching for miles, elevators descending hundreds of feet, and massive steel doors capable of withstanding direct nuclear impact. During the September 11th attacks in 2001, several members of Congress were reportedly evacuated here. But since then, access has been sealed tighter than ever. Who else could be down there now? What's being prepared beneath Mount Weather that requires such secrecy? Perhaps it's not just a shelter, but a shadow government operating where the light of democracy never reaches. Number 2. Diego Garcia, British Indian Ocean Territory. In the middle of the Indian Ocean lies a tropical island paradise, one that tourists will never see. It's called Diego Garcia, and it's one of the most strategically important and most secretive military bases in the world. In the late 1960s, the British and the U.S. struck a quiet deal. The British government evicted the island's native population, the Chagosians, and leased the land to the Americans for defense purposes. Since then, Diego Garcia has become a fortress of global surveillance, a launch pad for aircraft, nuclear submarines, and covert operations. Satellite images show massive airstrips, hangars, radar domes, and ships anchored offshore. But what happens inside remains classified. For years, human rights groups have accused the U.S. of using Diego Garcia as a black site, a secret detention facility for high-value prisoners. The government denies it, of course, but flight logs and whistleblower accounts suggest otherwise. In 2015, Declassified CIA documents hinted that interrogations did take place here. And yet, no international observers are ever allowed entry. To this day, Diego Garcia remains a ghost island, beautiful from afar, forbidden up close. It's a reminder that paradise can hide power, and power can hide almost anything. Number 1. HAARP, Alaska, United States. Deep in the frozen wilderness of Alaska stands a field of towering metal antennas, hundreds of them pointing toward the sky. This is HAARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, a scientific project officially designed to study the ionosphere. But ever since its creation, HAARP has been surrounded by suspicion. The facility is capable of emitting powerful radio waves that can manipulate the upper atmosphere. Scientists say it's harmless. Conspiracy theorists say otherwise. According to them, HAARP can control the weather, trigger earthquakes, and even influence human behavior. Some claim it's a mind control device disguised as research. Others believe it's a modern-day weapon, capable of disrupting communications and controlling global weather systems. The U.S. government insists it's simply a scientific tool, now operated by the University of Alaska. But every time a natural disaster strikes, whispers about HAARP resurface. Coincidence or connection? Even now, HAARP continues to operate under restricted access. Few are allowed to visit, and no one really knows the full scope of its capabilities. Whatever it truly does, one fact is undeniable. HAARP reminds us that the greatest secrets don't always hide underground. Sometimes they hide in the sky above. We've explored 10 of the most secret places on Earth, places buried in silence, guarded by governments, and wrapped in mystery. From Alien 51's alien secrets to HAARP's invisible power, these locations prove one thing. The world is far bigger and far darker than any of us truly know. Some secrets are hidden to protect us, others to control us. The question is, which kind do you believe in? Because somewhere out there, right now, behind locked doors and unmarked walls, another secret is being kept.